what's your daily supplement regimen like?
I get up every morning around 5 or 5:30, and then I go and I take an algae product, a spirulina and a chlorella.
Why do you take that?
Well, because it contains a lot of micronutrients. And 2, it acts as a binder. So then after I do that, I go sit in my sauna, 170 degrees for 30 minutes. And then during that time, I'm sweating, I'm detoxing. I open up my Hallow app, I do my prayers, I do meditation, and I just start my day with gratitude. I woke up today, a lot to be grateful for. And so that's how I start my day. I eat my last meal at 5:30 or 6, and I don't eat until lunch the next day. So a 16 to 18-hour fast every day. And then I've been taking this product. It's desiccated organ meat. Desiccated wild bison organ meat. And so I take 6 of those capsules from a company called Wild Mamas, really good group of people. And then they also make a salmon roe. So, I think there's some ambivalent data, not ambivalent data, but kind of, are fish oils good, or are they rancid by the time you take them? So what I like to get natural, I like to get nutrients naturally, right? So there's nutrients naturally found in algae products, the chlorella and spirulina. Organ meats are nutrient dense. And then the salmon roe has all the fish oils, the EPA, the DHA, that's from a natural source. It's not synthesized, it's not processed.
Is this a salmon roe supplement, or you're eating salmon roe?
No, it's a supplement. It's a desiccated, yeah. Take 6 capsules of those, and then that's my morning routine. And then, obviously I take a lozenge in the morning to help blood flow and circulation when I get out of bed. And then at night I'll take magnesium, just because everybody's deficient in magnesium. And plus it helps me sleep. And then, in the morning, then I'll take some amino acids. Again, it doesn't break my fast. But as I'm doing that 16-hour fast, I don't want to start breaking down protein and breaking down muscle. So I take the amino acids to shut off protein degradation and turn on protein synthesis. So I'm not breaking down fat or muscle and bone during my fasting period. And really, that's it. That's simple. And then, I work out every day, and I eat a light lunch, eat a modest dinner, but a balanced diet in moderation.
Do you try to hit, is there a certain protein target that you try to hit every day?
No, I don't. I don't count proteins. I've learned to eat until I get full. Used to years ago, I would try to, because we grew up poor and you had to eat everything on your plate. Right? So then it's a taught mechanism.
Yeah.
So then, you just try to eat and engorge yourself, and then you're miserable, you're bloated, you can't sleep at night. And like, okay, I can fix this. So the minute I've learned to eat slower, and you start to get that satiety quicker, and you don't overeat. So as soon as I feel like I'm completely satiated, then I just stop eating. And a lot of times there's still a lot of food on my plate, but I'm not going to put myself through the misery of being stuffed and bloated and not able to sleep.
Yeah. And what are your favorite kinds of foods? Like, I'm trying to get at, what is the Nathan Bryan dietary pattern?
Look, I got an 800-acre cattle ranch, so I raise my own beef.
You do?
I'm a beef eater, yeah.
You haven't sent me any.
No, we take the calves right off their mom. So all they've done is get breast milk, and then they'll eat a little bit of grass, and then when they're probably 500, 600 pounds, I'll take them, and I've got a nutritionist that develops a growing ration for me. So we'll take them, wean them off their mom, put them in a feedlot. We don't give them hormones, we don't give them vaccines, and we feed them kind of a growing ration that's balanced in fat, protein, and carbs, and it basically allows them to get, to convert the fat from yellow to white, get all the marbling. We grade out USDA prime beef, but it's the best beef in the world.
Wow.
And then we grow our own vegetables. We don't buy vegetables from the store. We fertilize our soil. We don't use herbicides or pesticides. And we do soil samples every year, so we know what's missing in our soil and then what we give back what's missing. So now the vegetables that we grow in this soil are actually nutrient dense.
Wow.
But no, I eat a lot of red meat, some chicken, a little bit of seafood. And then, fresh vegetables. Eat a salad usually before every meal. Some potatoes. I love potatoes. I'm a meat and potatoes guy. But, I try to limit that sometimes the best I could, especially if I'm not going to be busy and working out to burn those calories from the carbs.
I've changed my mind on potatoes. I mean, I think that there's this, a lot of people think that potatoes are this, throwaway, fattening food. But, if you actually look at what's called the satiety index, a boiled potato is like the most satiating food that you can eat.
Yeah.
Which is
No,
odd.
I love
mean,
potatoes.
In most, maybe not all, but in most satiety studies, high protein foods, protein comes out on top, which is why we say protein is the most satiating macronutrient. But I guess semi counterintuitively, in what's called the satiety index, they've looked at like baked, boiled potatoes, and they find that it's the most satiating food you could eat. And it's not like it's a nutrient.
I like what you're saying.
Yeah, you like what I'm saying. It's oddly satiating, and it doesn't count if you're throwing butter on it and chives and sour cream and bacon and thing. No, it's all good. I mean, I do that. You know, I love a baked potato with butter, but for being a pure starch, you know, it's oddly satiating. It's more satiating than you would, I guess, expect. And it's not like it's a nutrient poor food. I mean, it's loaded with potassium.
Well, I never eat a carb in isolation. When I eat a carb, it's always with a protein, always with a steak or red meat or, you know, some protein. But I never just eat a carb in isolation.
Right.
I don't think. No.
Maybe whole fruit, but that's like fiber.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of fruit.
Interesting.
In fact,
Why's
I don't
that?
You know, I don't know. I've never eaten a lot of fruit, you know, even as a kid. But, you know, I go and I do labs periodically. I do a full workup, usually once or twice a year. And all of my labs have been, you know, I've been sick in over 25 years.
Wow.
So it seems to, I don't get away from what works. Right?
Yeah.
This seems to work for me, and I don't want to change it.
Yeah. And do you grow your own dark leafy greens?
Yeah, so we grow the vegetables that we like and eat. You know, I've got a couple kids at home, and so they like, you know, they like sweet corn on the cob. We grow cucumbers, we grow tomatoes, peppers. We make our own salsa, onions, squash, green beans.
Wow.
Peas, black-eyed peas, zipper peas.
Just enough to feed your family, or do you sell them?
No, just enough to feed our family.
Wow. You're so lucky that you get to do that.
Yeah, no, look, I'm very fortunate and blessed to do that, but it's, you know, it's hard work.
Yeah.
It's hard work. But I think it's worth the hard work, because I know that the food that we eat, that me and my family are eating, is free of chemicals, free of pesticides, herbicides, free of hormones and vaccines and toxins, and it's just whole nutrient-dense food.
Hey, if you liked that video, you need to check out this one here, and I'll see you there.